Baby, you look so fine, oh. Body that tastes like wine, so wine. Body a fire, yeah. Body that look so fire, yeah. Baby, you look so fine, oh. Body that tastes like wine, so wine. Body a fire, yeah. Body that look so fire, yeah. Hey, oh, lips come kiss me just one time. Booty so sexy, that's my vibe, my vibe. I'm ready for you, waste no time. Baby, waste no time. Baby, waste no time. Bullets, come kiss me just one time. Booty so sexy, that's my vibe. I'm ready for you, waste no time. Baby, waste no time. Yeah, I need to fire. I need to fire. I need to fire. I need to fire. Makelwane uthimi nafuna lo awucela malume laphe natalba kidingo ayithatha impahla zakho abangani uzobabona. There's nothing in this world that I won't do until you know. Oh no no no, oh no no, oh no no. I need to fire, I need to fire, no fire. I need to fire, I need to fire, I need to fire, I need to fire, no fire. I need to fire, I need to fire.
Good evening, good evening. Welcome to it. It's the Music Unscripted Twitter Spaces happening every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central African Time, 6 p.m. West African Time, and 8 p.m. East African Time. My name is Spoken Priestess. I will be your host and your local happy person on the space. What usually happens in these sessions is we essentially invite artists up to play us their music and tell us a little bit more about themselves. But every now and then, we have a special edition where we actually get incredible artists from all over Africa and the globe to speak to us about their music. And tonight is one of those sessions. Of course, a bit later on towards the end of the space, you are welcome to also play us your music. I don't want to look on, so don't worry about that. But our focus tonight is on two incredible artists. One is from South Africa and another one is from Namibia. Jody Le Para la ko Mdladleng, Uteng with us tonight, and he's going to be talking to us about his music. Jay, I've invited you to be a speaker. Just if it pops up as a request, accept it, and then you can become a speaker. So let me know if you are having any trouble. DM me, and I'll help you figure it out. Um, if you are not getting my speaker request, then maybe you need to update your app. So just go on your iStore or your Play Store and see if Twitter app has the latest update, because sometimes if it's not updated, then you get to struggle a little bit in terms of joining the space. So in the meantime, I played you some music coming through from Cly and Tyler ICU. I really, really enjoy Cly's music. Whatever he decides to do is just always incredible. And I really enjoy that he's actually just exploring different sounds. Like no matter what it is, he's just exploring it and it sounds good. So I love that. Hello, Jay Jody. What's going on?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Wahid Tiraloy, we out here.
Ah, Santoro Loyale Dogo. There's no other way, Dogo. We must
That's
fight.
right, Wahid.
We must fight. I'm so excited
Yeah,
to have you
yeah.
here. Please, the tradition
I'm
on the
excited
space
to
is to
be on
introduce
this.
yourself. Of course, of course.
Yeah,
Introduce yourself. Let people
yeah.
know where you're from, what you do, and we'll, of course, get into it.
All right, hey, what's up, everybody in the space? This is Jody. La para la pitori one time. Just out here with spoken priest. Let's just see what we can do. I don't know what to say right now. I'm at the airport actually. I'm trying to like find a quiet spot, just to do this. But yeah, I think we good. I think we good. So let's get to it.
No, you sound good. Don't worry about it. I've actually hosted a Twitter space from the airport as well. That's
Yeah.
how dedicated I
Yeah.
am. So don't
All
worry
right.
about
That's
it.
what's up. That's what's up. I'm dedicated on taking this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, making sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Listen, you've been dropping so much music this year, and that already tells us that you're in a good mood, you're in a good space. Because we know that as a creative, sometimes when you're going through some things, or maybe when you're even in your head a lot, the music tends to slow down while you reflect and figure out yourself. But when we see the music is coming out, we know that it's game time and it's go time. Tell us
Yeah.
a little bit more about the Revenge Pack. You dropped two pieces like that, and your recent one that
Yeah.
you dropped last week is Before Sunset. Let's talk about the Revenge Pack. What's going on there?
The revenge pack. Oh man. So this is something we just came up with. Me and Reese, and TK, because we're the founders of Revenge Club Records, by the way. So we just came together like, yo, like what can we do to, package our music that we want to release, as like Lucy's, but not treat them like just Lucy's. And something that's not even an EP as well, something that's not a project, but we put a couple of tracks together. What can we do with that? So the whole, revenge pack thing just came about. I forgot exactly how. Probably I was in a stoner session at that time. But yeah, we came up with that, and it's working quite well for us. I mean, you're gonna see revenge packs from other artists from Revenge Club as well. But for these ones that I dropped, I just want to, reintroduce myself this time as a solo artist because most people know me from Benchmark. And most times, it'll be like probably from Heaven Can Wait, which is the collab project I did with Aries. So I just want them to hear me alone and hear my thoughts and share how I want to express my art with everybody. So the first revenge pack was a yo, I can rap, for real. I got these bars, and the other song in it, Be Myself, which is also like doing quite well. I just wanted to show them musicality. Like I have range. I don't just rap. So I just wanted to showcase that. And with the Revenge Pack Before Sunset, it's more on it's like part of the rollout for my debut solo project, which is Sunset Stories. Actually, the crazy thing is I was in a meeting earlier on, and things were getting confirmed for my project. Actually, I had a meeting with Platoon, which is like my distributor. So everything is looking good, man. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I can't wait to share this project with everybody. So yeah, the Revenge Pack Before Sunset, that one is very important to me right now because it's me saying I'm about to drop, but here's something to hold on to, and it's not just Lucy's. It's actually good music that I put time and effort into.
Mm, that's beautiful, dude. Like I'm so proud of you. I've seen you rise, I've seen you grow, and I
Yeah,
think I've witnessed almost all the phases of your career actually.
yeah. Even the polls, even
um,
the crazy stuff. So yeah, yeah, yeah. You you
yeah, yeah.
you've been watching. You've been out there. Yeah. Shout out for that too.
Yeah, and it's really inspiring because I can tell, I can hear that you are in a good space. Like you sound really good. You sound really
Yeah.
focused on the music, and you sound like you have a plan as to how to recalibrate yourself and get yourself back to your throne. I just want to talk about the musicality of both projects. I know you did say that the recent one is the focus, but I mean because they're so short, for me they kind of feel like one thing. They feel like a cluster. I'll say that I
Yeah.
enjoyed the musicality on Revenge Pack, the first drop, in terms of
Okay.
you were not rappy rap, like you were not rappy rap. You were really, I love the vocals on there. Really love like your singing, which you do a lot as well. And I just really love
Yeah.
the fusions of how you were just not trying to be anything but yourself. Again, Be Myself is one of the tracks on there. So I think it really resonated. And then when you come to the Revenge Pack Before Sunset, you can also tell, but man, something is coming. Like you're leaving us on a question mark. Like, wait, is that it? Like, there's more. Like, we want more. We want to hear more of it. Did you sit down to design how both packs would be released, or did it just happen as a beautiful coincidence?
Oh man, that's such a good question because most of the time, um, things happen like while we're in studio. We discuss what we're trying to do a lot. We plan a lot. I'm not gonna lie. We sit there, we plot, we scheme, we like how we doing this. We just try to make sure that everything is on point. We don't just want to be too random, but things randomly happen. For example, before sunset, what you guys hear is not what I wanted to put on there, right? But because of time constraints, and I was like looking at everything, like, yo, I need to drop now. Though, Quincy Jones, "The Moment" were the quickest songs I've recorded this year. No lie, like I recorded those songs so quick, it was crazy. I remember Reese was in the other room. He came back. I was listening to the beat. He went out, came back again. There was a whole song done. Went out again, came back. I already had done like another song. So there's plans behind it, right? But mostly it's because we're just trying to say, okay, something is coming. Hold on to this while we work on that bigger thing. Not saying this is not, something we don't take serious, but we're saying hold on to this because that's what we do. We're musicians. We're supposed to make music. We're supposed to share it. And music is like a mental drug, man. Like people need a fix. They need a fix now. You know what I mean? It's you can see how they are. They're like, yo, new music, new music. It's like they want to get a higher high every time. So we have to provide. We have to give the people what they need at the same time. And that just keeps also the brands up. I believe so. Yeah, man, we do plan these things, but most of the time, sometimes it's just like on the go. Like, yo, we need to do this, so let's do it, and then that's the plan, and then we go with it. We don't look back. So yeah, that's kind of like the process. At the Revenge Club Records.
Amazing. Speaking of the Quincy Jones freestyle, it's the opening track on the Revenge Pack Before Sunset by Jody. We are chatting to him right now tonight. Welcome if you just joined us. Thank you so much for joining us. We are having a beautiful conversation with Jody, a South African rapper, singer, songwriter, producer, all round amazing creative. We're going to play Quincy Jones freestyle. And I must warn you, if it's the first time hearing the space, if you're joining us for the first time, thank you so much for entering our community. But disclaimer, ne, the sound quality on Twitter Spaces is not incredible, my love. So just bear with us. But yeah, you'll get the gist of the song either way. So let's go.
Yeah. Hop out the bus with the bottle, I'm rocking on what you call it. Passing the blunt cause I'm confident. Hitting on me cause I'm bossy. Try me, I'm breaking your jaws. Yeah. Look, my daughters are good. They know I'm a G and I'm bringing it home. If it ain't money, then why are we talking? Cause I need a reason to pick up the phone. They know I'm back to the bone. Oh, you know I stay in the zone. All of my records are classic, my nigga. Just give me some time. I'm Quincy Jones. I got too many styles and flows. I even switch up the tone. Cha 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 cha. I'm on the clock. I never sleep on the job. I was just talking to God and I told him, my nigga, I'm ready to be at the top. As long as we stay in the kitchen, just whipping the bass, we good. Just mix it and drive. She got an ass that's bigger than all of my problems. Nigga, I'm stress free. I just be minding my business, my nigga, but some of these haters attack me. I'm popping up all on your timeline. Just stay in your lane, I found mine. My pops in heaven just looking at me, just saying, damn, about time. Wow. Hop out the bus with the bottle, I'm rocking on what you call it. Passing the blunt cause I'm confident. Hitting on me cause I'm bossy. Try me, I'm breaking your jaws. Yeah. Look, my daughters are good. They know I'm a G and I'm bringing it home. If it ain't money, then why are we talking? Cause I need a reason to pick up the phone. They know I'm back to the phone. Oh, you know I stay in the zone. All of my records are classic, my nigga. Just give me some time. I'm Quincy Jones. I got too many styles and flows. I even switch up the tone. Cha 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 cha. I'm on the clock. I never sleep on the job. Look, who the motherfucker hating on me? For real, how does it feel? Wow. Even in summertime, I gotta learn to chill. I got my name on the gold black, my nigga, so we not the same thing. Gold in June. I am the wolf, the moon. Wow. Hop out the bus with the bottle, I'm rocking on what you call it. Passing cause I'm confident. Hitting on me cause I'm bossy. Try me, I'm breaking your jaws. Yeah. Look, my daughters are good. They know I'm a G and I'm bringing it home. Yeah. If it ain't me, then what you talking?
Viva, 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 viva. No ways. I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy good hip hop. I say it all the time in the space. It feels so good for me to always hear good SA hip hop. Not to say that there's horrible SA hip hop, obviously, but as somebody that's currently like obsessed with African music and all other kind of, other sounds, separate to what a lot of people know me for in my history, which is practicing in hip hop. Every time I swing back to hip hop and I find these gems, these bars, I just get so pleased. And I'm like, okay, hip hop is in good hands. I want to talk about, something you mentioned in the song. You said there's a line where you say, "My daughters are good," and I don't know if you're open to chat about it, but I really want to chat about how parenthood actually influences your thinking as a creative. You're no longer just rapping for fun. You're no longer just trying to see how far you can take this thing. It's actually your career. It's your business model. It's your legacy that you're building, and it's how your family, is going to be moving forward through this business of music. So, how has being a parent actually influenced the way you do things in your career?
Well, you pretty much said everything that I was gonna say because I mean it starts out as I'm doing this because I love this, I'm passionate about it, and then it transitions into, hey, I should probably try to do this more professionally, and then it transitions into, hey, I probably need to get a deal, and then you try to get those deals, and it transitions into, yo, this is my business now, I need to really make this work, I need to be putting myself in a financial situation where I do not worry, for providing for my family. So yeah, man, I mean, it started out how it started out, but at this point it really gets crazy because you think about those two beautiful daughters that you have, and you're like, bro, I have to make this work, I have to make this happen, more so because I have daughters. If it was sons, man, I'd be like, yo, y'all niggas probably should get jobs for something that's six years old. But these are my princesses, so I need to take care of them, I need to take care of my queen too. So I mean, I gotta do whatever I gotta do, man. So yeah, this has become more serious for me. It has been anyway, but I'm just saying, the business side of it, I'm more aware, and I am more, I scrutinize things more clearly now, and I pay attention more, and I learn. I'm not saying I know everything, I'm saying I learn every time, I speak to people. I see also a brother of mine is out here, by the handle BD Draco, which is, his name is Theo. So he also helps me out a lot, give me advice and stuff on things, and just help me out with how I move. So yo, I got to make sure that the business is good on this one, especially now because I'm solo. I don't have that thing where I'm like, yo, that guy will handle this thing. I have to handle almost everything myself. So yeah, it has become really serious because I'm a parent.
I love that. Let's double tap. Let's double tap on the being an independent artist, and I can assure you, it's the story of every artist. Usually it's because you're feeding the passion. You still, your eyes are still kind of closed, wet behind the ears, and it's like, let's go. And then, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, you're like, huh, actually, I can do this on the real. So it's definitely like the story of many artists. You've seen both sides of the coin of being, a signed artist and an independent artist. And I'm curious to know some of the lessons that you're learning as an independent artist, because usually as an independent artist, you're more hands-on. Like you have to look at sometimes you look at your own contracts. Sometimes you're the one, in these negotiations, you're the one who has to shake hands with promoters and stuff like that. So what have been some of the lessons, like the big lessons that you've learned as an independent artist that you can share with us?
Okay, first thing first, I would like to just clear something, right? There's a lot of people that think that, me and my circle, we're like anti-label or anti-establishment or something. That's not the case. The thing is, when you go into these deals, these record labels or whatever, you need to try and find a deal that works best for you. It's not saying you're not gonna get screwed a little bit, but you have to choose how you're gonna get screwed a little bit. You know what I mean? It's business at the end of the day. So yeah, I've learned that. That's the first thing. Also, to answer the question, I've learned that when it comes to these deals, companies and everything, you just have to be able to negotiate, something that will benefit you, but that somewhere you're not agreeing with one, two, three, four, five, but you have to make a compromise and make things work. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I've learned that also. like the most important thing for me, okay, I'm just say this is usually we use words like the machine. You need to, be good with the machine, what, but the machine is actual people. So I believe, with any business, when you have good people currency, you can get anywhere in the world. And no matter how rich you are, probably even your money wouldn't be good at some places because you're good with certain people because you have good people currency. So when you have good people currency, you have good business currency because that's the machine. It's people that press buttons and stuff like that. So yeah, I've learned to do that more. It has never been a problem for me, but I've learned to do that more now, but in the right spaces with the right people. You know what I mean? And also just knowing when to delegate, when to take charge and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I've learned. That's the most important things I've learned for myself.
That's so beautiful. I love that. I love that. And putting together a team as a knowledgeable artist, and that's what I always advise a lot of young artists is that, before you want a manager, before you want someone to do your PR, and before you just, because there's a tendency of young artists to say, I want to be signed, I want a manager. And my question is always, what are they managing? So you've done a lot of the groundwork. You know what needs to be done in the right way. How do you put together a team as someone who knows what needs to be done? I don't know if it's difficult or if it's easy. I mean, it might be easy in terms of you know what you want, but then maybe it might be difficult in that you have to delegate and then let people do what they have to do. Can you just take us through how you put together your team as somebody who already knows how to do a lot of the stuff?
Oh man, putting together a team is the hardest thing ever. It's really not simple at all because you have to make so many people believe things that are happening in your head. You have to make them believe your vision, how you see it, and stuff like that. Not just artistically, but business wise as well. It's very hard. That one, I'm just gonna get spiritual and say I leave that to God. Like He will just send people that are about you and always want to wake up and say, how can I make J Jody's career like pop off? That is just a blessing that you're gonna get. But learning these things, doing research, staying on the computer for the right things, and be like, okay, I need to learn how to do this. I need to learn where they do this, or who does this. Who's the person that's responsible for this? When you learn those things and you try to do them for yourself in the beginning, when those people come, it becomes easier because also they know how to follow a template that you've also started, by yourself. And they can follow that and they can take it, to a bigger level because that's what they specialize in. And that's another thing. Try to find people that you can that specialize with things, not just people that are slash this, slash that. They are what slash. It needs somebody that's focusing on that one thing so they can really do it well and do it well for you. But like I said, man, I don't know how to put together a team, but I believe, if you pray enough, if you work hard enough, you will attract people that would want to be your team or part of your team, and just take it to the next level. That's what I think when it comes to that.
I love that. I love that. Let's get back into the music. We're listening to the Revenge Pack Before Sun Says, which was dropped last week. It's a three-pack piece, rather three single piece, and we're waiting for more music coming through. But in the meantime, this is what we've got. This one is called All Season by Jody. Let's go.
We talking numbers, sum it up. Look at the score, just run it up. Look at God, we gone. Man, cause you ain't involved. We talking numbers, sum it up. Look at the score, just run it up. All it. Man, cause you ain't involved. Yeah. All season. Yeah. Right. All season. Yeah. Run it up. Run it up. All season. Look, I got it. It's all a game, my nigga, we playing. Look at the board, it's all in the numbers, my nigga. It's really just simple and plain. They talking about 2015, 16, complaining that it don't really feel the same. Let it go, my dog, for real. It's looking like you got the Stockholm. Or maybe y'all hate that the city is on. It was peachy when y'all was on. But now that we up, you want us to sit on the bench and hold the bronze. That's not the vibe, it's not how it goes. Look at them pick up with foes. Saying that hip-hop is dead, I get it, cause your name is that of a ghost. Stuck it up. When we drop, we run it up. Count it up. You know that we fuck it up. Fuck it up. We took a number, sum it up. Look at the score, just run it up. Look at God, we gone. Man, cause you ain't involved. We took a number, sum it up. Look at the score, just run it up. All in. Man, cause you ain't involved. Yeah. All season. Yeah. Right. All season. Yeah. Run it up. Run it up. Uh, all season.
It's giving. It's giving, as the internet kids would say. It is giving. I'm really enjoying this. It's giving me basketball court vibes, just rapping, like just shooting some hoops, like Homonaji. I really, really enjoy the sound. Quick one, production wise, you're a producer, TK is a producer. Are you selfish with your music? Do you often work with other producers outside of your clique, or like you just already have the formula locked and loaded within your circle that you don't often go out there?
When it comes to production, like I always say, nah, when it comes to rappers being producers first or having that producer here, it's the best thing ever because you will always choose the nicest beats, So, but now, like in my situation, I'm blessed to have TK, for example, and he's in house, he's Revenge Club, so that's perfect for me. I mean, even like Reese produces too. Like people don't know, like he be doing some crazy stuff out there. So, also right now for my project, which is like coming Sunset Stories. I have Sunday on that one, and that boy, please remember the name Sunday Beats. Yo, 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 Nally, bro. If you're in here, man, if you want to reach out to the homie, holla back, man. That boy is talented and he actually plays, like the piano. He's good. He's talented like that. So yeah, we reach out to a whole lot of people. There's Iceman that we've worked with before. There's, and we still working with. There's a whole lot of producers, and it's young guys that are very hungry. Trigger Nasty, who produced F the World just recently. It's crazy. Sick Beats also. Like there's a whole lot. I could go on like the entire night, but yeah, there's a whole lot of people we work with because they have different vibes, different feelings, but it's feelings that we can connect to. It's feelings that we can do something to. So that's the people we work with most of the time, people that can help us elevate our musicality. So yeah, man, with me though, I have stopped producing. My last production, put on was what's this? YSA. It was YSA. So that's back in the day. So yeah, I'm done with the producing for now. But yeah, I'm working with a whole lot of talented people, and I'm blessed for that.
Amazing, man. I wish we could chat for the entire hour, but we've also got Namibia's Nally on deck. He's about to join us in a bit. But I just wanted to find out, as a Benchmark fan myself, you guys last dropped a project last year. Are you guys looking to drop
Mm.
anything next year or anytime soon? What's going on with that? Because I know you and TK are both exploring your own things. Like he's really heavy on the production, even on his YouTube series, and obviously you on this journey as well with your album coming up. Are we going to get anything from Benchmark anytime soon?
Well, for now, I cannot disclose. I don't know if we're gonna get anything for Benchmark soon, but you will have collaborations with me and him. Just as solo artists. But as for a Benchmark project, I'm really not sure. Time will tell. Time will tell. But that's my brother. That's my big brother. So anytime is tea time for me and him.
It makes all the sense. I've done us a favor and actually pinned the link to Jody's project in the space. If you look up on the space, his tweet is there. Please do make sure you follow him. Number one. Number two, click on the link and get the project. It's 3 songs deep. Like it's actually like 2 seconds and it's done, which is dope because you get to loop it all the time. And you have that while we wait for his upcoming album, which of course he's still working on. So we're not in a rush. We've got enough music from you in the meantime. Thank you so much, Jody. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited to see what's going to be coming from you in the future. We can't wait to hear about what you and Platoon are cooking up. I do have a few requests. I don't know if he wants to ask you something, so I'm just going to let him in, and let's hear if he has anything to say for us. In the meantime, Nali, I'm going to send you a request for you to join us. And then you can just join us. I am trying to approve you, but hey, I'm not seeing the pods are not the pods are not appearing. Okay, let me deny your request and then just request again. Let's see if it will allow me to get it right. While we wait for that, I'm going to play the last song on the project. Okay, I've got a request here. Okay, there we go. Let's see if you guys will come on. I'm going to play the last song on the project called The Moment. This is The Moment by Jody, taken off his very, very short project called The Revenge Pack Before Sunset.
There is something about this moment. I need to keep it focused. That way you'll never be alone. Forever doesn't feel too long. I'll treat you right, I will. I'll treat you right, I will. Just come and see me when the sun go down. Yeah, yeah. Just come and see. Don't keep me waiting. No hesitation, baby. You know I hold you down. Soon as the sun go down. Yeah. But don't be late. I'm outside in the rain with another big gate. You finally pull up. I'm staring at you in the freeze frame. Different hair color, new tat. Heard you back in the city. You moved back. I heard you moved back. You should tell me why you would do that. Cause I know you were working on something out there. I know the industry's unfair. Your friends keep saying it's fun there. I hope they don't think that you dumb there. But I heard that you move like a nun there. I bet that you smoking more blunts there. And frankly, I'm feeling like you and your girl should be carrying guns there. Yeah. Uh, Especially after the club nights when you mother your friends and breaking up cat fights. Yeah. Then you told me you're logging out, detox and staying inside, avoiding the bad vibes. There is something about this moment. I need to keep it from you. That way you'll never be alone.
Why, Jody, bruh? You need to take this throne, take your place, take your podium. You are so talented, dude. Like the musicality, the storytelling. I'm laughing at that line about after the clubs and you're mothering people and breaking up fights. Like just you taking me to the scene, and it's just so dope. It's so refreshing. And I think my favorite thing about listening to you is you've got nothing to prove, man. Like you're not trying to prove anything. You're just being yourself. You're just telling the story. You're just vibing. Little Nolo, how you doing, bro? Hello, Little Nolo. Shabajo, Little Nolo, you requested for so long to keep quiet. Don't mind me. I'm talking to you. Ah, you see now. Oh,
I'm
there we
sorry.
go. Hello.
I'm sorry. I was having a problem like with my microphone.
No worries. Welcome, welcome. How's it going?
It's been good. It's been good, and thank you for letting me speak.
Absolutely. Do you have a question for Jody? Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I have like something to talk to him about. Like, I just want to talk to him.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want. Oh, thank you. Just wanted to make a huge shout out to J Jody and like the Revenge Records and like the whole like thing, the whole. I don't know if like he classifies them as EPs or what, but then like they great man. Like they're showing us like this is J Jody. Like he's proving to us or like yeah, dude, I can do this, I can do that. I'm versatile. I'm not like used to this and that. And then like I love what he did on like the last one, the Sunday Times, where like he said, I don't know, like I wanted to ask like were they shots at Casper or something? Excel, no, no, no. Shout out, man. Except Appreciate the love, bro. I hear you. I hear you. Listen, man. That bar, man. You know, if the shoe fits, pretty much, bro. You know, it was pretty much if you know, you know type of bar. But yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
it,
I felt,
it's
but
it's
I was like unsure because like I told some of my homies and they like, nah, you capping,
yeah, and
and
it's
then like
nothing malicious, man. It's nothing malicious. It was just a moment of epiphany, and I was like, oh, okay, oh, so that's why. You know, it's nothing. That's nothing deep. You know, it's all
okay, I
laughter.
understand.
You know?
But like from a fan's perspective, I just want to say thank you for like giving the SA hip hop life back again. Like but to rap no so man, like but rap, you made it like cool to
Yeah,
jump on a
thank you
beat
so much.
because like
Actually,
these
it's
days,
crazy the way you talking, bro. The way you talking,
yeah,
you
like
talk exactly like my main producer on Sunset Story Sunday. You sound exactly like. So yeah,
Yeah, like
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
yeah,
I'll keep going, bro. I'll keep going. I appreciate it so much. I don't even know what to say, but like I'm just, when this happens, this is why I get back in the studio when I hear somebody say stuff like this, man. So for real, man. Like you just, yeah, yeah.
it's
You
okay,
making
man.
this,
Shout out.
worthwhile, bro. So I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, shout out. It's all love this side. Take care.
So love this side, my G.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We've got Mugasti coming through. I'm probably saying it wrong. Mugasti, hello. Please correct me.
Hello, Papa. I love
I love you so much more, my baby. That's my daughter, guys. Sabali. That's my daughter.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Thank you.
great.
All right,
That
guys.
is the cutest thing
I'm in the
ever.
play now, so I think I have to be out. But thank you so much,
Yes,
Precious. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm very proud of
travel
you.
safe, bro.
What you're
Travel
doing
safe.
is crazy. Like, and keep going. You're gonna be like something else, man. You already something else. Trust me. So keep going. We appreciate you. We love that you love the music. Your support is always, like appreciated. So yeah, man. Shout out, and
thank you so
good night to
much,
everybody
man.
that was listening. Shout out to everybody that also came in to listen. You know, I hope we do this again next time when I drop Sunset Stories.
Absolutely.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You're always
Man,
welcome.
precious,
Thank you
wawala.
so
Gesidas.
much.
Not about real precious. Gesidas, wawala.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much. Good night, guys. Much love to everybody,
Good night.
and bye to my baby that was listening out there. Masabali.
Amazing. That was so. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope he really does travel safely. That was so cute. That was so cute hearing from his daughter as well. And I see Nally has fallen off. Can you guys still hear me? Litlhogonolo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna play some music coming through from Nali with a song called "My Love" while he waits to join us. I did see Novel had actually was requesting, but I'm sure he wanted to speak to Jody, but obviously he's fallen off as he is traveling. Let's hear some music from Nali with a song called "My Love." Nali is a Namibian artist. He's very inspired by the Afrobeats movement. Some of his music has that reference, and that's what I really enjoy about him. Letonola, I'm muting you because I am feeding back. But if you do have something to say, you're more than welcome to unmute and chat. But while I am speaking, I'm just going to mute you so that I don't feed back. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, music coming through from Nali. If you are, oh, there he is. He's back. Okay, Nali, I'm inviting you back, and we're going to play some of your music. And yeah, we're going to go ahead.
I love the way you mesmerize me, oh my mama. I love the things you do to me. I want you right now. Oh, power bando me tongero to patana. Dikurikire kucho shimoto shiringa. I don't want you to need anymore, me no hara. Don't want you to hold me back in a tsunami, ma. I wanna be the one that holds you down all night. I see your body, I see your control. I'll give you my I'll give you my I'll give you my
Ooh, ja. These are the sounds of Nali, one of Namibia's finest musicians. This is a song called My Love. It's taken from his last project titled In Limbo. Hello, neighbor. How
Hello, hi neighbor.
are you doing? I'm so excited to have you on my space, dude. I miss Windhoek so much. Welcome.
Actually, everybody from here misses you as well. You had,
Aww,
thank you for welcoming me back again.
amazing. Please introduce yourself. Let people know who you are, what you do. That is the tradition in the space. And yeah, we can get into our conversation.
Hi, everybody on the space. I go by the name Nally. That's my stage name, and I am an Afrobeat artist from Namibia. I'm representing.
Ah, yeah. Love the language that you sing in Oshiwambo, correct? Please, can you teach me your saying again? Nali, Nali, what?
Okay, that's actually my tagline, and I decided to keep it vernacular. I like to keep it, keep the home language in it, so I can, bring my people with. So it says,
Yeah.
Nali, tali shirongo no kati.
Nali, Nali, Tari, Shiro, no, Shino, no Longati.
Tali,
You
tali
better write it
shirongo.
down. Write it down in the DM so I can practice. But welcome to the space, man. You just dropped a single. Is it last week? It was last week. The single was called Attention, and
Yeah,
it's been a few months since you dropped something. I'm really interested to know what has been happening in between the project and your latest single. What has been happening in that gap.
yeah. No, the thing is, after I dropped my album, which is a 15-track album, it's available on all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere else you can find it. I I kind of had to focus on my, other professional life. I'm a civil engineer by profession, construction civil engineer. So I had to divide my time. So I spend more time on my career as a civil engineer as well. After I dropped the In Limbo project, which I actually most of the work I've done during the lockdown when there was not so much work. So I've also noticed that ever since I dropped that album, it hasn't really been heard as much as it should have, or as much as I wanted it to be heard. So yeah, I decided to drop something fresh just to invite people to my social medias and platforms so they can listen to all of my you get.
I love what you're saying. I'm very interested in the 9 to 5 and music thing because I think a few artists can attest, or a lot of creatives actually can attest to using their 9 to 5. I mean, it's probably not the same for you. You're more than welcome to let us know your story, but the 9 to 5 is something that they have that usually feeds into the creative process. But it seems like it's 50-50 for you. How do you manage that? I mean, because you went back to work after lockdown and now you spending so much time on site versus creating music, how do you create that balance? How do you for example, when you decided that, hey, I'm gonna drop a song so that people can come back and listen to the music, how do you draw the balance between work and creativity, and what are some of the benefits of having a job as well as pushing your passion on the side? And then we also want to know what some of the challenges are for trying to push your passion while having a job.
Oh, okay. To be honest, I think a lot has changed, especially after the lockdown. If we are to talk about how to keep things in a balance with a 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 with your music or anything else that you do on the side, or I don't know, it kind of changed. I mean, people don't even look at. I personally don't look at it like that anymore, and I don't. I think a lot of people also have noticed that there's no. I think that they don't want to look at it like that anymore because having seen what happened and stuff like that kind of changed or shifted my mindset to actually just treating music and the whole engineering career as both very important. Not none of them is actually a side hustle or anything like that. I take music very seriously. It's something that is very close to my heart, and construction as well, because I mean we are doing work for society, we are doing work for people. We need to make sure that we are very serious with that as well, because you don't want to give half to that, and you don't want to construct a bridge that is going to break and cause people's lives and stuff like that. So it's I'm actually learning to actually just juggle in between the two, spend time, or during the day I'm busy with construction work, and I make sure that my job and my work is done, whatever I have planned. And then in the evening, or maybe during my break time, during that time I do then go back to my music. And from that time until bedtime is just music, music. And I think I get more inspired actually when I have a lot of work to do. If I'm too reluctant, I find it very difficult to become creative. I don't know why, but I think I got myself used to that.
It's the pressure. The pressure allows you, or rather, it's giving you some motivation to find an outlet. It's a way to get the pressure out. That's really interesting. Let's get into your single that you dropped last week. It's called Attention. We're going to play it and we're going to get into the conversation of it and what more we can expect from you. So, this is music from Nally, a Namibian Afrobeats artist, and this song is called Attention.
Giving me attention, and then they're making me close, and I'm getting me close, and the big time, daddy, if you don't want no back, you are far from the usual, and I wanna make you mine by falling. You got a body and a booty that will make a real nigga wanna put it in. I don't mean to be rude, but I really just wanna be honest. I really wanna fuck, but I wanna first get your consent. Take another sip, take another shot, take another puff when I'm busting you the blunt. Let's get lit, let's get drunk. Let's go fight in the bed until the sun comes up. Can go far from you, I wanna touch your body when you go wine. I wanna tomorrow in the morning we could go shopping and I go buy you designer. One question, you they giving me attention. You telling me shoot that it's just a club vibe, or maybe you planned this one. Affection, or you they giving me affection. You're making me doze and you're making me froze. Yeah, you left me with a fuck face on. Get the money for the bling, everybody cares. See my enemies feeling jelly, yeah, 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 yeah. Pretty funny, many trying to play my day. Feeling jelly, only gonna drive a man crazy. Only money see, only my thoughts. I'll make the money when I sell it Bible. Getting my wound, never selling my soul. I'ma make the work money with the Bible. Making money till I cannot afford. Losing money cause I got a life to maintain. Bad energy out of my door. I'ma try to make the money with the Bible. One question.
I'm feeling a lot of that Kwaito influence. And of course, some notes of Amapiano. Can you just give us a picture of what's currently popping on the Namibian music scene? I'm asking this because on a few, well, I mean, on the times that I've been there, the first time Kwaito was really huge. It was a huge sound. But then, it's kind of evolved where people are not so crazy about Kwaito the way they used to be back in the day. But still, it feels to me like a lot of musicians from Namibia really have that Kwaito fiber in the stuff they produce. But then also now I think Amapiano is huge. Can you just tell us what's going on the Namibian music scene?
On to be honest about the music scene in Namibia is largely affected by the South African sound. It's like Namibia and South Africa are almost as if it's one country and stuff like that. Or people don't see it like that, but you get to know, if you really travel, you get to know that most of uh the 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 the, the, the what the languages, like the language that is spoken most in Namibia is Afrikaans by those we were colonized by the same people and stuff like that. So there's kind of a link when it comes to music. Everything that happens in South Africa just spills over to Namibia. It's like it's something that nobody else can control. So Piano is really, really popping also in Namibia, and not only in Namibia, but to be honest, Piano is worldwide now. And if you just listen to every other song, even in Nigeria or Ghana, they are sticking to Afro beats, but there are some elements of Piano in it. There's a sound that you would always pick out, and you'll know this is, Southern African sound. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that song that we're just listening to now, Attention, is kind of a combination of Afrobeats and Piano. So it's more Afrobeats than Piano, but you can feel some elements of Piano in it. So it's just you know just trying to adopt the sound and everything else like that.
Tell us about the production on here. I don't know if I remember you saying you produce some of your music, but the influences that you go to when you're producing your music is firstly Afro beats. Who are some of the artists that you really reference or that you like listen to and you're like, okay, I can vibe with that. And how much of them do you like take inspiration from, or what's the process with you when you're creating? Because Afrobeat is so huge now. It's got different subgenres within a subgenre. There's a lot going on right now with Afrobeats globally. So where do you take your inspiration from in the sound and some of the artists that are booming in that genre?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, being an artist is quite different. You don't really choose which genre to listen to most of the time. And I mean, being an artist, you need to listen to every other genre out there, because uh, for somebody to be a great artist, you need to be a learner at the same time. You need to listen. You need to understand how other people express their feelings, because at the end of the day, when we do music, we are expressing our feelings, and we're trying to, send good, or a certain vibe out there. You get. So when people use genres, you actually get to understand music more when you listen to different genres. So I can't really say I have a specific artists that influences my music, but and when that influence happens, it just happens. I can't really tell exactly it's coming from, but there's a lot of great artists there that are doing the most. First of all, they're doing great songs. You can't help but to listen to their music, because they are very creative and they sound really good. So I really can't say from who specifically, but I am inspired by mostly African artists. All the African artists inspires me a lot.
Yeah, that's dope. So, are we getting more music coming from you anytime soon? Since you are focused on work, but also at the same time, you're back in the music with this new release of yours. And by the way, I want to say that I appreciate what you said in the beginning of your track, where you say something about I want to get down with you, but I just need your consent. I think for me, it's so important for artists to start putting some of these messages across in their music. I know that music sometimes is reckless. Music sometimes actually is just a lot of music from mostly men. I hate to say it's just senseless music. But it's really nice to hear that artists are being a bit more conscious about the nuances that are happening in society. Things like consent, things like, yeah, I want to get down with you, but I just need to make sure that you're on the same page. Like, it's just, for me, that's one of the lines that stuck out in the song for me. Apart from the vibe, all the influences that we're hearing in the music. But I think for me, shout out a shout out to you for that. It's really dope and important that men speak on things like this because I mean we can all attest to the fact that we're living in a very different and weird world. So I really, really enjoyed hearing you say that in the song. I want to play a song of yours called Number One before we close up, and then you can just let us know what else we can look forward to from you. So this is one of my favorite songs from Nally. It's taken from his project In Limbo. It's called Number One, and it's just a vibe. Like I can't even explain it. So.
That's why there's no mother country to go and Manjira ya natura mo mandan karaki trying to own me back. Andile timboro kupiki na enemy. Unazamo mtumba no tapo yeto tongo. Ito kwatande. Andino kwa ndangara tinda boga kame. For number one, mono kandara. For number one, mono kandara. For number one, mono kandara. For number one, mono yeah. Omwati. Inani taxi don't go no car.
Hey, Nali, 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 Tarashino Polokari. Please write it for me in the DM so I can get it right. I know I will get it right. I absolutely enjoy the Oshiwambo delivery as well. I say it a lot. Like I really enjoy when artists sing in their mother tongue, especially if I don't know what they're saying. It makes it that much more interesting for me. What more can we look out for from you? Is it maybe later on this year or something that's coming up in the works next year?
Okay, well, it's always a tradition for me to actually drop a single before I actually drop the whole body of works. So attention is actually going to be part. It's actually a part of an EP that I'll be dropping in October, end of October. So yeah, I just had to introduce what is yet to come with a single and see how it's going to do in the meantime. So I dropped the EP in October. So I'll be dropping an EP in October. I'm also working on a music video for Attention. I mean, ever since I dropped Attention, it's been picking up waves on TikTok. I saw there's people have a dance move to it. So if you go check it out on TikTok, you would find a few videos, maybe almost 20 videos of people dancing to the song, and they're doing the same dance move. So yeah, I am actually pressured into doing a music video. I actually want to do this music video myself. So yeah, I'm working on a music video, and then I'll drop the project with the music video in October.
Yo, I was about to say, can we shoot in October? Because I'm making my way to Windhoek next month. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it works out. I like things. I want it to be there.
Yeah. Also, if you are here and you're listening right now, also do check out my number one, the song that you just heard now. The song literally means I want to be number one at whatever it is that I do. That's basically what the song is saying, and how it's how hard it might seem at the beginning, but if you're really focused, you actually get to where you're going. And like they say, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to get. Don't forget that. So, guys, do check out my video. on YouTube, and do check out my projects on iTunes, Spotify, whatever platform that you prefer streaming music with. So yeah, have my projects added onto your playlist. They are very good songs. They bring a vibe, and yeah, let's do this.
Amazing. I've pinned them onto the space as well. So you'll see there is a link to Nally's project. It's titled In Limbo. It's a beautiful project, a really nice mashup of Afro beats and Afro pop sounds. And then his recent single that he dropped last week, which we did play a little bit earlier on, called Attention. It's also out. The link is available here in the space as well. So make sure you do follow him and check all of that out. Nally, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for spending your time with us. I know you don't you don't like to talk a lot on these things, but I'm really really happy that you actually joined us, and we're happy to know a little bit more about you and music from Namibia.
Thank you very much for having me, and thank you for South Africa and Namibia for coming together for this um, whatever music interview. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is how we do this. Is how we do the new interviews, bro. This is the new radio, the music unscripted sessions. This is how we hang out. I
Yeah.
really, really enjoy this community. Ah man, thank you so much. We got a request. Somebody sent us a song on my mentions. No, I'm actually lying on the hashtag. And I saw the name, I saw the title of the song, and I was like, I want to play that. There's some things that just intrigue me. And I don't know if the artist's name is Roven or Edna, whichever one. Yes, that's the one. So it's music from Zambia, and you know that Music Unscripted is an international community, so I'm obviously going to play that. So let's check it out. It's my first time hearing it. You're going to hear it the first time at the same time as I'm going to be hearing it. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, hopefully it's a vibe.
I come from entertainment. Too much, relax. Edna, Edna. You are, give me your love, no love. Edna, 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 Edna. Above, give you my love, no love. Never seen a beauty like yours. You give me a feeling you better sit than so. Girl, let your feelings them show. You make a singer man do some bit of dance so. Like you did, you give a man pleasure. You don't need space. They keep you like pressure. Always the pressure. I'm on this place. Soon you pass a pressure. Just press with me. You the give me the shoulder. You change the man. You the best man. Babe, you my mind controller. You give me love. Come and hold you closer. Hey, Gina. Hey, Gina. Whoa, whoa. Give me love. No, no, no. Hey, Gina. Hey, Gina. Hey,
Eh?
Gina.
I wonder who Edna is. Eh? When niggas think about girls, but you just want to know who these people are. Like there's a song where who's the DJ? The Nigerian DJ is talking about Amaka. Hey, people must stop calling people's names in their music. But I really enjoyed this. Actually, I love the sound. Um, I actually love the sound. I thoroughly enjoy the sound. It's giving very Afro vibes. And I thoroughly enjoy that. So I'm happy I played it. Unfortunately, the guy that requested it has left the space. His handle is, let me just double check. It's West Boy Beats. I imagine he's a producer from let me just double click on his project. Oh, it's a management group. So I think they're part of something called Hash Group Management, and I assume that they someone that is on Revan's team. We figured out that Edna is the name of the song. So the artist must be Revan. So I've actually just retweeted the song if you want to check it out. You can check it out on my profile or follow it under the hashtag Music Unscripted. We've come to the end of our evening. It's been such a vibe. I really enjoy speaking to artists as much as I love having listening sessions. And I'm really sorry that we didn't get to listen to some music from you today. I know we usually have our conversations and then we jump right into the floor where people get to play us their music. So don't worry, we do this every single Wednesday. So you will have an opportunity to play us your music if we didn't get to play it today. Next week, though, the conversation that we wanted to have about how artists can create their own event properties. You know, this thing where DJ Shims has got some events, Aries did some events, AKA does some events. Kesper as well is a very big example of people, of artists that have done some incredible events for themselves. How can you as an artist get to that level? How can you as an independent artist start a party, just something simple as a party or a listening session that people can come to every month or every 3 months or every year, and it grows into a big concert? That's what we're going to be, exploring next week, because I feel like we're moving in that direction now. The world is opening up, and artists need more streams of income, and eventing is one of the best ways to do it. And also, it's a nice way to take your power back. I feel oftentimes, as creatives, we'll complain about promoters, we'll complain about events not booking us, clubs not booking the right people. That's okay. Create your own table, create your own events, book yourself, book your friends, get sponsors, make some money in the long run. So, yeah, that's the conversation we're going to be having next week. I hope you do join us and invite a few friends. Same time, same place, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central African Time, 6 p.m. No, that's West African Time, and then East African Time is 8 p.m. So, yeah, that's it from me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to play a song by an artist named Tribal. He's a South African artist. I've been working on his project, writing about it. That's what I mean by working on it. And I'm just really, really enjoying the stuff that's happening on this project. So let me see. Which one should I play? Whoa, you guys need to hear this project, guys. It's so good. It's so good. Like, it's really addictive. It's giving Afro pop, classic South African Afro pop, but with a twist. That's the thing I enjoy about this guy. Like, we actually need to get him on this space because he's just so talented. So here's a song by Tribal, and the project is called Chocolate Flowers. This is a song called Nawe. Oh, I have to play the song for you guys. Just listen to this.
Hey, oh baby, mfuno kana Nje muna tena, baby. Ngifuno kana Nje muna tena, baby. Yeah, nguna tena, baby. Nguna tena, baby. When I'm out like that, baby, you were walking down the beach licking ice cream. Cropped up palm shots of as a nice thing. Coming on the level, welcome in the timing. That long ago, I head first like a Viking. For you, I'm riding till we roll up on a Harley. Hey, live life like a Friday. Check your status to wifey. Cause I know I'm a man. Now me baby give him a walk home. Live life like a Friday. Change your status to wifey. Cause I know I'm a man. I'm full of fun now. Did you wanna ball now, baby? Yeah, give full of fun now. Yeah, did you wanna ball now, baby? Yeah, and wanna ball now, and wanna ball now. Awuyazi baningi ngaphandle bephefuna uthando lwakho awukodwa ngithembe
That is music from Trial. He is a South African R&B hip hop singer songwriter. He's just an incredible artist. Actually, I think we should have him on the space sometime soon. Maybe we can ask him and he can join us. That's it from me tonight. A big shout out to a new friend I just made. His name is Afro Tracks, and he sent us some love, saying thanks for bringing Jody and Nally on today's session of Music Unscripted. Great songs from both of them. Keep doing us proud. Love all the way from Canada. Thank you so much, my brother, for tuning in. We hope that you will become a regular in this community. And in the future, we also hear some of the stuff you're working on. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Love you lots. This is recorded. I'm excited. We're going to have a YouTube channel for all our conversations where you can just replay and catch all the music, all the interviews, exciting times. We also are going to be starting to gather again like we used to 3 years ago before the Pandominium Panasonic. So I'm really, really excited to have Music Unscripted in person before the end of this year. But until then, we're here every single Wednesday. My name is Spoken Priestess. Much love. Thank you for your time and your ears. Until the next one. Bye.